Eagles get it back. We're going to run some clock, or maybe throw the dagger.
So, Ricky Morris, thank you for joining me today on the Squawking Eagles Podcast. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us today. I want to get your journey through coming to the Eagles. I know you left the 49ers, you came to the Eagles, and I call that time the time where the Eagles can finally got a legitimate free agent, a star player to come to Philadelphia to play. I think it propelled them. You know, Ray Rhodes was there. What was that like to come to Philadelphia for the first time? What was that like?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, it was a lot of fun because it's like coming home. You know, I'm from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, so that part was really sweet to come home and be able to have so many people come to the games from my hometown, and the way I was received was really great. You know, and the fact that I was able to get there, win my teammates over, win the coaches over, and win the fans over. I think that was the key thing for me, and that's what I remember and take from it.
I love that. I'm a big running back fan, so I love every running back that has come through Philadelphia. So run the ball. We on our podcast, we always say run the ball, win the game. That's all you got to do.
That's it.
And so right now the Eagles have Saquon Barkley. He just ran for over 2,000 yards this past season.
Man,
what can you tell me? What is that like to just dominate the game like that? What is it like for that?
Well, it was great to watch. First of all,
yeah,
I had a lot of fun. You know, I love my teams, and I watch all my teams that I played for. But this was a lot of fun because even the running back position and, you know, the things that have been happening with it, the fact that they pass more and all that. But this was like a throwback here. This was like going back to when running backs dominated the league, and you had those great running backs that I looked up to, like Walter Payton and Tony Dorsett, all these different guys that were such great running backs. Eric Dickerson, I could go on and on and
on. What was great about Saquon is that he didn't take a lot of hits. He took a lot of hits. Like he was almost like a sprinter. He just found the hole and then sprinted all the way there. And so it was like, I think he's going to have another great year. What do you think about this year coming up after rushing for so many yards? What do you think?
I think he's going to have another great year.
Yeah.
I think they have an awesome line. So it's not like it was by accident. It was engineered. They have a great line. I like the way they attack the game. It's kind of like the bully ball, you know, and that's what I used to like, and what really made me gravitate towards the running back position. I played quarterback, I played wide receiver, I played all these different positions, and I love even cornerback. I used to go both ways in high school and stuff, and I totally loved all those positions, just being on the field. You know, I just like to play the game. But something about the running back position, being able to run through those guys like that and to be able to break tackles like that and do the things that we've been able to do and that I was able to do in this league, and what Saquon did last year, the fact I love when you watch him, his vision. That's why he wasn't getting hit too, because he was seeing the holes very well and he was taking his time going through. But once he hit it, he hit it, and it was downhill, and it was just fun to watch. It really was. It was just fun to watch and to say, yo, I think he's going to break right here. Like he would almost break one, and you go, you know what? I think the next one he's going to break. Next thing you know,
he had so many plus 50-yard rushes this year.
Unbelievable. People like that too. It's hard to outrun these guys. These guys can fly out here in this league. So he obviously, I seen him his workouts and stuff. I see how, man, the squats that he's doing and all that. That's great. I never was able to do those squats like that. I was able to lift, but not like him. So it's like you see somebody putting in the work. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool. And like, you know, as a running back, now the Eagles are known for the tush push or the brotherly shove, if you call it. And Saquon came in and he adopted it. He was part of it. So what's that like to get it down that 1 yard line and know that you're not going to get that touchdown, but you're still going to score? And it's kind of like, you know, you ran all the way down there and Saquon's got him down there, but then Jalen's going to push him in. What do you think Saquon's thinking about when that's happening?
I think he's a team player. I think he just wants to win, and especially probably being at the Giants, and they was never able to get over that hump. And I know he wanted to win, and that's all he was thinking about. And I know a little inside about it, being an Eagle and going there and seeing the games and talking to the coaches and different people. I know I feel like I know a little bit about the type of guy he is, that he just wanted to win. And that's what it's all about. And it really, to be able to do that, to be able to know it's coming and not be able to stop it. That's crazy. It's never been like that ever before. And when you see a quarterback sneak, they barely make it through. They don't push forward for 4 yards, 5 yards. No, they're going to get this first down. As long as they get the snap and they get going, they're going to make the first down. And as long as they don't fumble the ball, which they don't. Jalen doesn't do that much. He's such a strong player too. And I see the way he works out in the weight room. That's why I really have a real fondness and a love for this team and the way they play. I love the way they play. I can't wait to see them play again. Next year.
We've been waiting. We can't wait for the season to start. We can't wait for it to start. So the Eagles are coming off a Super Bowl year. You came to the Eagles after winning the Super Bowl. What is that like, that next year after winning that big game? What's your thought pattern going into the season, that you've already won the big game?
Right.
What's in front of you? What's that drive? What's the drive that brings you to win that second Super Bowl?
Yeah, the drive was to show that I was a top flight player and that I was one of the best running backs in the league. So that was the drive, but also to win with another team. I'm on another team, whether I thought I would be or not. I thought maybe I could be on the 49ers and win another Super Bowl, but I'm on this team now, and this team has talent too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking at the players that are on there. I'm having to win them over. Like I said, I had to get them to see that I am the guy that they thought was coming, and that I am a great player, number one, but a great team player, and could even be a leader, which I had to become with this team. Because when I was with the Niners, I was one of the young guys, so I wasn't the leader on the team. But here, I was more one of the leaders, and people were really counting on me. They made me a captain. They voted me captain. I mean, I'm going to a new team. I won my guys over. They believed that I should be captain. They named me the captain and all that. And then at the end of the year, named me the MVP. So, that was your teammates vote on that. So, I mean, could not be a better situation for me to play with Randall Cunningham. Some of the guys that I played with, these guys were blue collar, hardworking guys. A lot of them didn't get the credit they should have gotten, I believe, but just playing on that team and winning like we did, to be able to beat the Dallas Cowboys. There were times that we beat them. It was nice to beat that team because that was a real solid team, obviously, that won the Super Bowl. Yeah. What was it, 2 or 3 years I was there? I think they
3 years.
won the Super Bowl. So it's like, but we were able to beat them those years, and we were able to be competitive with everybody we played. And I think that we proved ourselves as a tough team.
Yeah.
And like you said, Ray Rhodes, I mean, he was a big reason why I even thought about coming there, even took a visit there. I was like, man, this guy, he was our defensive coordinator with the 49ers. I wanted him to know that I believed in him as a head coach as well, and that I was going to do everything I could to help him win.
Yeah, and I think you did. Like, what you coming here changed the culture of the Philadelphia Eagles. They went from losing to shifting their whole mindset and going and they are, I would say it started with you in '95, and it's still here today, winning the Super Bowl last year. And I would say, before we go, I would like to hear if you have any story that you had, memory of being in Philadelphia, being with the Eagles, anything during the games, any kind of lasting memories that you had before we go.
Oh, there's so many, but one is really crazy was when I went to Seattle and came back. The love that I got, all the 32 jerseys, I appreciate that so much. And I stayed there, and I stayed around. They had to come get me to get on the bus so that we could get up out of there, because they were like, man, I was with my fans, I was with my family, and I felt like the passion that they had for the game, number one, but the understanding of what I brought to the team and my passion as well. I just think that, playing for these three franchises. These are three of I think, one of the top franchises and storied franchises in the league, but the greatest fans and the fans that are so passionate and want to win every game like I did. So I appreciate that kind of stuff. And even when I go back, the love that I receive from the fans is just awesome. So that is what makes you want to play. That's what made me want to play from before when I was younger to my last time playing. I always wanted to be better and be a better person.
Your longevity, you played every game. You didn't miss a game when you were with the Eagles. So Eagles fans appreciate that. And we'll love you forever if you give us everything you've got.
And I definitely did.
You definitely did. And I just want to appreciate you, being an Eagles fan. I've been an Eagles fan my whole life. One of my first jerseys is a Ricky Watters jersey.
Oh my God, thank you.
I appreciate you being able to take time out here and talk with me. And it's been a real honor. And I really appreciate you a lot. Thank you so much.
Right on. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you.